So now we give the Remember All back to Neville.
Got my Remember All back. Thanks, Harry.
It's alright.
I'll be able to find my toad now.
Yeah, you will. Although it doesn't tell you where it is.
I remember now. I left Trevor near the herbology class.
Oops.
There are plants there that eat toads.
Oops. That's it, run off.
Mr. Potter, I'm Professor McGonagall, Deputy Headmistress of Hogwarts and Head of Gryffindor House.
Gulp.
Although I do not approve of your chasing Malfoy about, I'll admit you have remarkable talent on a broomstick.
I do indeed.
Ordinarily, first-year students may not compete in Quidditch. In your case, we might overlook that rule.
Oh, please.
Hurry along to the Quidditch pitch. Your first match against Hufflepuff is about to start.
That's really quick. Like, they've just decided this minute that I'm playing Quidditch. And then... Oh, by the way, there's a match starting in, like, now.
Wow! You're going to play Quidditch? And as a Seeker too?
Yep.
I just wanted to wish you good luck, Harry.
Cheers.
Everyone's talking about you becoming a Seeker, Harry. Why,
I am a
you're
Seeker.
the youngest Seeker at Hogwarts in a century.
I'm not becoming a Seeker.
As soon as I heard, I rushed down from my hut to give you big congratulations. I know you'll catch the snitch first, I just know it.
Mainly because it's programmed into the game that I can't not catch the snitch first. Like, the other team can't. But here we go.
Welcome to Quidditch! I'm your commentator, Lee Jordan! The Quidditch pitch has 3 goals at each end. The chasers throw the quaffle and try to put it through the hoops to score. Watch out for the bludgers.
Uh-oh.
These are charm balls that can knock you off your broomstick.
Uh-oh.
2 beaters of each team try to keep them away.
The rest of the team do
Gryffindor's
nothing
new
in
team
this
tutor is
game.
Harry Potter! It's his job to find and catch the golden snitch. Remember, when the snitch appears, it releases speed rings that will help the Seeker fly faster.
Woo! And everyone we know is in one box.
Here
Snape,
comes Potter!
Dumbledore, McGonagall, Malfoy, Ron, Hermione, Quirrell. Oh, we don't know Quirrell yet, do we? Lol. Here we go. And this is exactly like we've just been practicing. It's just a different environment. Do a loop the loop, and we're off. Just whoa, watch out for them bludgers. It's not that amazing. Also, you have to go through 30 hoops before you can get the snitch. But there's no counter because it looks like it wants to be like as if you can't fly through a number of hoops and then catch a snitch. But they have you practice with 30 for a reason. So that's the first 10. Then the next 10 are against the opposition Seeker, who just gets in the way, as I said before. And then the final 10, you're in the lead. If you miss a couple of rings, I believe the other team's Seeker will catch up. So it's best that while you're in the lead, you just get an easier flight path because you haven't got anyone to be an obstacle. And then we just go on to catch a snitch. So and we've caught the snitch. And that's Quidditch. Well done, Harry. Thank you. Woohoo! Everybody's cheering for me. And I think that's Lee Jordan over there. Woohoo! Happy days. What next? What next? What next?
Well now, if it isn't the notorious Mr. Potter.
Uh-oh.
Remember my name. It's Professor Snape. And I know all about you, boy. Is that a library book in your grimy little hand?
No.
Library books, by definition, are not to be taken from the library.
I didn't.
I'll just confiscate that, thank
Also,
you.
that's a stupid rule. Snape's an idiot. Ooh, look at that
As
page was
soon
loose.
as my missing sloth brain is recovered, we'll start the first potions lesson.
That's a little seed for what we're about to do.
Hey, it's a piece of a map.
Yep.
Hold on. This is Fred and George's handiwork. The map shows there is a forgotten area around here.
There
I
is.
wonder if it could be behind that old rusty door.
I don't think so, Ron. I mean, anyone could climb up over
The
that.
map says there is a magic word to open the door. Well, here goes.
Magic word?
Alohomora.
You mean specific spell?
Wow, look. I've opened that rusty door. Come on.
You are
Let's see where it leads.
a genius, Ron. Okay, so now we go into the secret area of Hogwarts, which isn't so secret. Right, there's a save book there. First of all, you want to take a right. And we're about to meet the venomous tentacular, I think. Right, it produces these little spiky things. And you just have to fender them all. And then you can incendio the big little shop of horrors plant. You just do this. If you're not quick enough to incendio it, it will produce more spiked things. So just be on the watch out. Right, we only need 3 more beans, and then we've got 70. There's a lever here. We want to pull that because it unlocks that door that we want to go through. So we walk back up here. Oh yeah, and these little things are from Hagrid.
Venomous tentacular. Beware.
Yep.
Hagrid.
He just like tells you what you're about to face. But it's like these little puffer pods. You pick them up and then X to release.
Puffer pod patch. Good fun to throw around. Hagrid.
Yep. They don't do a lot. They have a use later, but for now, that's it. So now we're going to the Horcrux patch. Let's read this.
Horcrux. Only approach with a Wingardium Leviosa spell. Hagrid.
Fantastic. I hate this a little bit.
Wingardium
But,
Leviosa.
Lift these out the ground. And drop it. And then you've got to collect all the beans before it can. Unfortunately, it beat us.
Wingardium
Just Wingardium Leviosa it again. You may be thinking, quite correctly, that I have 70 beans now, which I do. But there's some house points in this
Wingardium Leviosa.
if you collect all the beans from all the Horcrux. So probably want to do that. Oh, it got one.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm quite bad at this. I say quite. I mean really. But you can take as long as you need.
Leviosa.
Yeah, the closer you stand to it when you lift it, the more likely you are to get all the beans. And there's just this last one.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You do get a hefty load of house points though for doing this. I think it's about 25.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Right, let's get them. Is that all of them? I think the first one has got one that we didn't get.
Leviosa.
Yeah, I was right. Awesome. 25 house points just for doing that, so you may as well do it. Now, if you walk down here, which is where the path leads, you come out here, the other side of that hedge, where we pulled the lever. The missing brain is here. It's quite big, considering sloths are quite small. Well, yeah. Anyway, you can jump from here onto the hedge, but you can't get from here onto the hedge, so that's quite cool. But if you can avoid it, don't talk to Ron when you come out here. Hedwig comes and gives you a letter, which we may as well read.
Harry, meet me in the dungeons. Your friend, Hermione.
Your friend Hermione, like, oh, so not like you're not friend Hermione, but like...
Great!
Oh.
I found the sloth brain. Let's get back to Hogwarts.
Fair enough. So we're going to go inside now, but then we'll come back outside to get our prize for the beans. But let's see who's winning the House Cup.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw?
Hufflepuff.
99 for Hufflepuff.
Slytherin.
137 for Slytherin. Slytherin seems to be able to get a ridiculous amount of house points from this point onwards. But it's okay, because we got like 130.
Gryffindor.
So we should still be in the lead.
Gryffindor are in the lead on house points.
Woo!
The race for the House Cup is heating up.
It is indeed. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it? So now we go back into the castle, because we can explore the dungeons, which is where Ron's going. But before we do that, we are going to go back outside, because it's a lovely day and we haven't finished sunbathing. No, we need to get our password for the portrait. So we're going to do that first. That is the only annoying thing, that I usually manage to avoid talking to Ron for that little bit because he drags you inside the castle.
Well done. You've got enough blue every flavour beans. Blueberry pie. My favourite. Thanks, Harry. The password for the grounds portrait is Catweasel. Watch out for Snape, Harry. He shows up when you'd least expect him.
It's a bit late for that advice, because he just stalked me after my Quidditch match. But yeah, so we want to carry on back towards Hagrid's hut. We want to go back like to the forest, where the portrait was, and you shall see what the second prize is. So if we go this way, the chocolate frogs don't replenish themselves. I just haven't eaten them. But yeah, just be warned for that they won't always be available.
Catweasel.
Well done, young Gryffindor. That is indeed the correct password. I guess I'll have to open up for you now.
Yep, you will. It's quite almost perverse when the portrait's like, oh well, I suppose I'll have to open up now. Like, are they forced to open when they're given the password? And it's just a wizard card.
Albus Dumbledore.
But it's Albus Dumbledore. So that's cool, I suppose. I did always feel a bit cheated that the second portrait prize was Dumbledore, the wizard card. Just because, you know, like, I thought wizard cards were a separate mission. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. We shall go back to the dungeons. It's a nice stroll, but it's just long when you don't want to be spending all your time running around. And there's loading screens every like other doorway. But they're not long, which is good. So, indeed, that's the grounds finished. We don't really come back into the grounds again. There's the Forbidden Forest mission, but you don't walk there as such. You're just taken there. And it's not actually a part of the grounds. Like, you can't go there even to find it locked. It's quite weird.